And the defense we talked about, of course, Reggie White, but some other strong players, Mike Pitts, Jerome Brown, and Clyde Simmons. Linebacking core, converted safety, Todd Bell.
Well, Todd Bell has a challenge ahead of him. Can he play linebacker?
And the secondary that was picked on quite a bit last year.
And Wes Hopkins returning after a year and a half, missing with a knee injury.
No 7, ball on the 13 of the Bucks. Out of the eye. Testaverde to pass, under pressure. He won't get it off. So Philadelphia, in the form of Reggie White, registers its first quarterback sack.
Back in to try to help him during the day.
Tampa Bay 0 for 3 on third down conversions. 3rd and 12, ball on the 8. Smith in motion. Testaverde gets rid of it quick, looking for Bruce Hill, and it's intercepted. And Terry Hogue takes it down to the 5-yard line of Tampa Bay. Hogue had been outdueled at the free safety spot by Wes Hopkins in camp. So Vinny Testaverde brings his troops out. 1st and 10, ball at their own 35. Bruce Hill in motion. Hill has been working overtime with Testaverde. And the intended receiver was Hill again, but it was intercepted by Wes Hopkins. And talk about a comeback story here.
Well, Wes had serious knee damage. Has missed over a year and a half trying to rehab and come back from that.
Here the fans are happy that the Bucks are going to go for it on 4th and 1. Ball on the 36 of the Eagles. This is Lars Tate. And Tate may have been tripped up just shy of the first down.
They say it doesn't look like he came close to getting it. Of course, the referees are going to do a mark. No, they're not. He did not get that first down.
Their own 45. 1st and 10. This is Smith. Oh, Wilder, check it. And Wilder goes nowhere.
Ran into a big boy, number 99, Jerome Brown.
6'2", 288, second-year player out of Miami. You talked about the injury problem he was suffering with. Strained knee, the right knee. But he said he wanted to play. Big homecoming for him. Grew up in a suburb here of Tampa, Florida. 2nd and 11. Ball on the 44. And Lars Tate goes nowhere as well.
Right now the
fans voice their displeasure.
Move to get open.
Criswell punting for the Buccaneers. Mark Konechny back deep for the Eagles, standing on his own 20. And Criswell loses the handle on the snap. And Andre Waters downs Criswell at the Eagles' 12-yard line. Doesn't seem to have affected his confidence at all when we talked with him yesterday, but he's got a tough stretch ahead of him now. 1st and 10, ball on the 23. Then he's back to pass. And it's intercepted. Seth Joyner. And Joyner loses the handle on the football. But Philadelphia recovers. So Seth Joyner, the
fumbles it
outside linebacker, fumbles it forward.
He intercepts it, he runs, he fumbles, and he also recovers his own fumble.
Carrier and Hill splits to the left. Lars Tate in motion. And Testaverde throws an interception. Eric Allen of Philadelphia. And Tampa Bay looking so impressive on that drive. And Testaverde, frustrated, throws his 4th interception of the afternoon.
143 yards last week. The Eagles, of course, play a 4-man line. 2nd week in a row, the Bengals have looked at that. Esiason's going to go back and throw, and he's going to be nailed. Right away, Jerome Brown got him no sooner, and Boomer turned around back at about the 11-yard line. And Jerome Brown, who is their right tackle, be coming through the Bengals' left side, probably around Bruce Reimers if the blocking schemes were straight up.
Thankfully for the Philadelphia Eagles, is okay and back on the football field. Just had the wind knocked out of him. Boomer will roll to his right. Here comes Reggie White. He zings it for home, and he holds on and then drops it. Wes Hopkins jarred it loose. Oh, they're going to call it a fumble. And the Eagles have recovered it. That's going to be I think we might take another look at that one, quite possibly. That might fall in the gray area ruling here, because I don't know if he had possession when he got both feet on the ground or not. But interestingly, we saw Boomer Esiason roll to Reggie White's side, I should say, which is unusual tactic. Since he's a left-handed quarterback, you'd expect him to roll to his left. That time he rolled to his right. I think they'll certainly take a look at this and win. Oh, they're not going to. Bob McElway says Eagles football. First down, Bengals at the Eagle 26. They're going for the tying touchdown. Here is Brooks. In trouble. Simmons did a great job to get him in his own backfield. Clyde Simmons, whom you don't hear too much about.
Can't play both, run and pass. 2nd and 8. See if Esiason tries to take advantage of it. He guns it for home, and it's tipped and intercepted by Hopkins on the far side. He has it down at the 45, and the Eagles have the turnover. Former Esiason a little disgusted on that one. Very catchable ball.
3 wide receiver set. Ricky Sanders is in. 2nd down and 8. Sanders hasn't been a factor early on. Draw play. Smith comes left, runs into a problem. And the problem is posed by Mike Pitts, who's been playing quite well. Already, Timmy Smith alone has rushed for 67. 2 wide receivers to the left on 1st and goal. Here's Smith. And this time it's messed up by Seth Joyner, number 59. And the clock still winding down.
So let's see what happens.
3 wide receivers. This is Monk in motion. They hand it to Kelvin Bryant. And Byron Evans, number 56, is right there to meet him.
Well, once again, you're not going to run the football up the middle against the Eagles.
Tight to the left, and so does Art Monk. 3rd down 5. Blitz coming. Williams off his back foot, intercepted by Terry Hogue. And he's got a convoy as he heads down the left side, but is forced out of bounds at the 25. The pressure on Doug Williams out of the blitz forced him to put it up and air it out. 6. Warren goes in motion. Smith hit at the line and driven down by Jerome Brown. No gain.
One of the things I'm noticing now, though,
Williams comes up. Smith behind him. 2 wide receivers to the left side. Warren in motion. They hand it off to Smith. He gets a partial block from Don Warren, but Seth Joyner did a good job of defeating that effort and coming through to make the tackle. That was an outstanding play by Seth Joyner. Some time now with that first down effort. They try the handoff, a little mix-up in the offensive backfield, and Smith is dragged down by Clyde Simmons.
nothing in the second half has worked
Up in there. Regular 4-3, blitz coming from Hogue, and Hogue makes the tackle on Timmy Smith. Terry Hogue, who was signed last year after being released by New Orleans, made the tackle to set up a 3rd and long, and they used one.
Kramer, and that'll be picked off by Joyner. Joyner gets to midfield. Anthony Carter is trying to get the ball away from Joyner. Alfred Anderson and Carter combine to make the stop, and Kramer throws an interception, and the Eagles will have their best position.
Good about yourself again.
First catch of the game by Anderson, and a first down for Minnesota on the Eagle 39. Kramer up the middle, and they'll call it incomplete. And it is a completed pass. It's a completed pass and a fumble, and the Eagles recover. Byron Evans, rookie top pick from Arizona State, left guard. He's got one. 2nd and 9, Minnesota. Kramer will take the sack. Back at the 20, Reggie White nails him. And that's the 2nd sack of the year for White, and it's good for a 9-yard loss. 1st and 10 on the 48 of Minnesota. And Kramer in trouble, and down he goes inside his own 40. Reggie White and Mike Pitts in a very big sack for the Eagles. 1:11 remaining in the first half. Kramer has pressure again, and down he goes again, and it's Mr. White, Reggie White, with his 3rd sack. You know, it was Jerome Brown, who's the right tackle, who said, you know, before every game they say, okay, Clyde Simmons, you get 1 sack. Jerome Brown, you get 1 sack. Mike Pitts, 1 sack. Reggie, you get 3. Worst starting position for the Vikings all day. They're on the 5-yard line, and Alan Rice, trying to go wide, is stuffed for no gain at the 5-yard line. Byron Evans was the first man to reach. And Mike Malarkey, the 2nd tight end, split wide right. Fumble, Eagles have it. Alfred Anderson
on the inside handoff, coughed it up, and Clyde Simmons has recovered the fumble for the Philadelphia Eagles. Alfred Anderson, Mike Pitts, and then Seth Joyner. Pitts came out of the game a little earlier, made the play there. Good penetration. Philadelphia 16. A little over 10 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. And Rice, the handoff, and Jerome Brown penetrated brilliantly and decked Rice right away.
Well, you know, through there, make the play.
2nd and 15, back to the 21. Kramer falls down. And good savvy got maybe a yard or two of those back. Reggie White put the seal on him. Sure, they'll run the ball a lot. First down, Vikings on their 35. And a great play by Mike Pitts behind the line of scrimmage, stuffing Allen Rice. And we're going to get down to our 2-minute warning. But
1st and 10, Houston. The give, no, play action as Carlson rolls, and he's sacked for a safety. Clyde Simmons has him for a safety.
The Eagles dominate.
Eagles lead the Giants 7-3. 1st and 10, Giants, their 20-yard line. Morris. The Eagles now fired up. Loss of a yard, and Mike Golick was there first for the 1st and 10 Giants near their own 40-yard line. Strip of the ball, Phil Simms, and again, guess who? 92. Reggie White that time beats Doug Riesenberg around the corner. 81, Lionel Manuel, 86, the 2 wide receivers, top of your screen. This time, Simms has the time, looks into the end zone, and it's picked off. Brazell out of the nickel. A flag now comes in late, and another flag after the interception, I do believe. Brazell in the nickel position. Simms never saw him, threw it right into his hands.
Illegal block in the back, number 74, half the distance, push down.
Offensive weapon, I'd get back to him. On 1st down. Play action, and down goes Simms, and the ball is loose. Bart Oates in there for the Giants. The Eagles are saying they have it. Jerome Brown is also on top of it, but Bart Oates for 68 yards. The 34 of them came on one burst. Phil Simms falls as he's moving back into the pocket. He, I think, was stepped on.
I think Bart Oates, the center, might have been driven back by Reggie White.
Replaces him at fullback. Biner moves to tailback. Strock's first throw. Intercepted by Allen. Eric Allen to the 22 or 23 before he's tackled by Cody Rison. So all of a sudden the tables turn as Cleveland rips off a 65-yard gain to get into scoring position, but Eric Allen picks it off.
Have about the worst of it now. Tim Manoa hit immediately in the backfield for a loss by Mike Pitts. Pitts got there about the same time the football did. Brock now run out of time. It's going to be sacked back around the 13. The clock stops with 24 seconds remaining in the half as Jerome Brown by their coaches. So some extra aggression demonstrated on special teams on both sides of the ball. Tim Manoa trying to get outside and maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. As the Eagles with great Fontenot in the game for Matt. Brock under pressure, gets away, but not too far. Hauled down by Mike Pitts, who's had a great game, with some help from Andre Waters, the strong safety. You'll ever want to be around, but he is a little unsure and has been because of his lack of playing time. Biner getting outside, tripped up and held on to just at the 15-yard line by Wes Hopkins.
Got to take your hat off to Mike Dick. He's done another great job with that club.
3rd down and 3. A high snap and inside hand up to Biner, who's dropped for a loss at the 35. Jerome
down, and good penetration again from Seth Joyner as well. Back again. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles really slammed the door. Seth Joyner
chasing him down on the sideline. That block by Kerr on Andre Waters. This one doesn't work. And the second man in puts a hat on it.
And what you saw Todd Bell, number 52, doing was trying to strip the ball out of there.
Right to the right side. 5.5 to go before halftime. 20-0 Dallas. Play fake, Ballure back. Up in the pocket. Sack. First time. Mike Reichenbach, who got his starting spot back about 3 weeks ago. Newsom and Walker in the backfield. Herschel Walker 66 yards in the ground in the first half. Play fake. And Ballure pumps and is nailed. Second sack today. And he had been sacked just 5 times in the first 7 games. And it's 3 tight ends against the goal line offense of the Eagles. In the eye, Walker the deep back. 4th and a foot. Herschel Walker, that's real close. And I don't believe he got it. Into Herschel's hands. Second down. And again, the deep hand off to Walker. He's hit behind the line and knocked down. This time it's Clyde Simmons, number 96.
Boys today and in the passing game because they doubled him both times.
Now he comes over Rafferty. Second down and 10. That's a blown play. And that's the 3rd sack for Steve Ballure today. 10 at the 47. Cowboys up 23-10. And again, the play fake by Ballure. He looks deep into zone coverage for Alexander, and Andre Waters makes a center field catch. Oh, that was a poor pass. Andre Waters, Ballure never should have let it go.
And Miller, the handoff to Lang. And Lang going nowhere. Clyde Simmons wrapped him up, slammed him down. And Miller under pressure is sacked. Give the credit to Terry Hogue. A big 3rd down play by Terry Hogue. And Dixon to the left. And Miller has to scramble to the right. Reggie White all on top of him. And Miller wisely gets out of bounds with 285 pounds chasing after him.
Until you find out just how quick you are. When someone's breathing down your neck, he weighs 280 pounds and he wants a piece of it.
At their own 48. Chris Miller operating out of the shotgun with 4 wideouts in. John Settle, the lone back. And Miller with Reggie White on top of him. Reggie White, first sack of the game for Reggie.
I'll tell you what.
Clyde Simmons.
Ryan really doesn't like to do.
Second down and 8 on the Ram 35. And Everett goes down. He knew he had no chance as the outside linebackers Seth Joyner and Todd Bell stormed in and replaced by Dwayne Giles. Now it'll be 3rd down and 13, a loss of 5 on the play. Everett gets protection, and his pass to Eller is intercepted by Terry Hogue. Hogue returns it to Ram territory, and the Eagles get it free. Charles White remains the chief running back, and the only running back. Everett goes deep downfield, and it's picked off. Eller the receiver, and it's Roydell Young with the interception at the 3-yard line. Jim Everett with only his 7th now interception of the season, but the 2nd in this game. They're on their 45-yard line. Holohan in motion on 1st down. Play fake. Everett can't get out of the grasp of Reggie White, who picks up his first sack of the game.
Rams on their 36-yard line. Charles White fumbles, and it's recovered by the Eagles. Clyde Simmons. That is the third turnover of the game, and the Eagles, with a 7-point lead, get the ball back. But he has his fans all decked out in the stands. First down for the Rams on the 20-yard line. Everett. And it's batted up and intercepted at the line by Jerome Brown. Jerome Brown with a deflection and an interception for the Eagles. The fourth turnover of the game by L.A.
For the Rams all year to score a touchdown on the ground.
And it's Bell again. He did not get over. It'll be second down. Seth Joyner was one of the players. They're coming on with Chris Miller, aren't they? They shut out Green Bay this afternoon. First man through is Del Pino, and he's stopped cold by Andre Waters as the Eagles safeties were playing right up on the line.
7 passes for 166. First and 10 on the 18 of the Eagles. Everett is sacked by Reggie White. And a timeout called by the Rams. They got 2 downs to try it. Everett off balance, and the pass is intercepted by Frizzell, and that'll do it for the Eagles.
To endure all of the speculation here in the Pittsburgh area that this might be his last year, but he is planning on continuing to coach. Brister under pressure, gets it off to Hodge. Hodge picks up about 3 on the play, and they may be calling in the grass back here. Looks like they will. It was Jerome Brown. Jerome Brown, number 99, got the quarterback for a sack, and of course Brister thought he got the ball away.
Well, Jerome Brown gets off the ball exceptionally well, and that's the thing that really classifies him as a great defensive lineman. I think I'm going to call him great because I think that's where he's headed. He just runs right in, that time unmolested, and gets Bubby Brister. No one blocked him. The offensive line blocked down. Nobody blocks Jerome, and he gets in and gets an easy sack.
Third down. Williams off the wing, now lines up the block. He'll slip out, but a sack by Simmons on Brister. Big loss all the way back near the 15-yard line of the Steelers. Up with the ball from the 16-yard line. Merrill Hodge, and a good defensive play by Brown, diving in, making the ankle stop, no gain.
Now see, Brown is one of those guys that doesn't like to wear any gloves, doesn't like to wear anything on his arms, or you see he's just got the little tape around his wrist.
He'll be more awesome than he appears to be. Second down and 11, and the pass picked out. Eric Allen, the rookie cornerback, number 21, brings it up the sideline. A flag down as there's a pileup in front of the Eagles bench, and tempers. Second down, 5 to go. Steelers. Hodge again, this time is hit at the line of scrimmage. 4 Eagles around him. Jerome Brown had him wrapped up and threw him back. Day for them. It's been damaging. Hogue and Frizzell are in the secondary now on third down. And the safety blitz, Terry Hogue, coming from the outside, comes up with a big sack all the way back outside the 40.
Looks like as well that Wolfley may be hurt on the play.
15, 25 seconds remain. Brister is dropped behind the line as he started to take off. Reggie White made the tackle.
See, Bubby Brister's trying to get his offense reset.
Right hash mark. Blocked.
line. Sims, and the handoff is to Maurice Garza. Right at the line of scrimmage by Reichenbach. No gain. It'll bring up the 3rd and 10 situation.
Here's a fired-up guy, Reichenbach. In fact, Buddy Ryan calls him Rock'em-back. And I'll tell you, you can see why. He came in there. He has that look in his eyes, doesn't he? Well, Buddy Ryan has that same look. I guess he was a linebacker, but he comes in there, he reads runs. He's going to rock them right back where they came from.
Lucky that Buddy Ryan knows his name, because he usually just calls guys by numbers.
That's when he first met him. He was 55, then he got to be Rockenbach.
Stacy Robinson was the man on the move. Sims gets it out, almost picked off, and is finally by Joyner. And Joyner could go in. Sims knocked him out of bounds at about the 2. Joyner got the juggling interception and brought it back 29 yards.
Is they keep the same 11 guys in there, and that's what the Giants want them to do.
Adams in place of Morris, and he gets the carry. And he's tripped up by Mike Pitts for a loss of 4. That'll slow him down.
Now that's the thing. In
295, and you're that quick. All of those things help, don't they? 3rd down, same sack. Seth Joyner, got the pass interception earlier, gets to Sims.
This is the guy Buddy Ryan was talking about. He said this guy plays like an all-pro, and that was a perfect pass pattern for that coverage.
Sims to Morris on 1st down. Knocked backwards behind the line by Seth Joyner. 2nd and 10. Reggie White coming up the middle, almost got to Sims. Lionel Manuel, the intended receiver. White knocks Sims down, and he's still down. Reggie White lined up over the center that time.
Bill Sims really took a shot there by Reggie White. We'll see Reggie White is right here, and watch the shot that he gives him right here. He just runs right by Oates. Then right now, once he gets by him, he smells a quarterback. And look at that shot that he put on Sims.
And Sims has gone to the bench.
Hey, I think he got hit twice. I think the initial...
Baker and Manuel both split wide to the right. Hostetler gives to Joe Morris. Morris taken down by Clyde Simmons and Jerome Brown. Lost 2.
Flag week. You want to hold the block and let the ball come to you.
Manuel goes in motion quickly. Hostetler back to throw under pressure. And down he goes, sacked by Mike Pitts.
I think Hostetler was looking out there at Reggie White coming. Reggie White was getting up the field on Doug Riesenberg, and then in comes Mike Pitts. He sneaks in and gets a sack.
Back at the Giant 48. Robinson split wide to the left. Here comes Hostetler. Out of the pocket. That's picked off by Terry Hogue. And the Eagles will take over at their own 36. Hogue at the last second.
Well, that's the thing that's wrong with the rollout.
Adams is back there with Hostetler. And they take the handoff to Adams. Hostetler gets it, and he doesn't get enough. Doesn't get anything.
I don't know what that play was. That wasn't a very good-looking play. Up that seam.
1st and 10 Giants at their own 49. Clock running 3.5 minutes. This is Joe Morris behind the line of scrimmage by Jerome Brown. He just barely got the ball.
It's like Jerome Brown got his second wind here now. Need a 1st down here. They're going to have to punt.
Here's Hostetler. And he gets just past midfield. A gain of 1. Doug Bartlett took him down. Thank goodness we'll be able to enjoy them.
I never want to miss one.
Hostetler to Terry Hogue, intercepted. That's his second one. It was intended for Baker, but Hogue comes up with his second interception off Hostetler.
That's a play the Eagle defenses need. Terry Hogue, whoever Buddy Ryan was saying about him, he's like Jerry.
Down at 14 for the Cardinals in Eagles territory at the 46. A.T. Smith in motion. Stout, that one is batted away and picked off. Roynell Young with the interception, a flag down after the pickoff. Defensive backs in for the Eagles, Everett, Frizzell, and Hogue on this third down play. Short drop for Stout, and he is sacked. Brown was there. Ray Brown and Gene Novacek come in offensively for the Cardinals. They give us to Farrell. Loose ball. Eagles have it. Lance Smith stripped it away.
Games. This guy's doing a fabulous job for the Cardinals.
Cliff Stout will throw the football. Well, no, he won't. He is sacked. And the ball loose there. Here with 5:25 to go, third quarter. After Phoenix dominated the first half. Stout intercepted. Pressure on Stout. Forced him to release it early, and the rookie, Eric Everett. Here one suspects they'll just get that first down. Stout, and Stout does not. Met at the line of scrimmage by the linebacker Joyner. Something went wrong there, Dan. Justice might have been served only by the fact that they're going to play it all over again, because that was a shaky interference call downfield. Second down. Whoop, busted play, flags everywhere. Stout sacked. Third Eagles sack. Clyde Simmons this time came into the game with 5.5. Stout sacked again. Cardinals at the Eagles 32. Stout intercepted. Terry Hogue. Seven interceptions on the year for Terry Hogue. I'm not going to say that. First and 5. Picked off by Frizzell. Intended for Novacek. And that'll do it. 29 seconds left to play, and the Eagles have
4 at the 6 for the Redskins. On a design sprint, the pass by Rippon is intercepted. Wes Hopkins. Interception in the end zone. So both teams have caused 2 big turnovers, needed 7-3. First down for the Redskins following an interception on the 38-yard line, their own. Rippon gets away from Pitts, and the pass is intercepted by Seth Joyner. Seth Joyner down the sideline is in for the touchdown. No flags. We'll give the news.
Review, he stepped out of bounds on the 19-yard line.
Fakes this year, and he does a lot of them on his own.
Well rested. This will be his first kick of the afternoon. Bearcats called for by Clark. Inside the 10, he fumbles. The Eagles recover. Griffin is in at quarterback, looking to throw on first down. And going deep, and it is intercepted. Eric Allen. And the Eagles get it back. Eric Allen with an interception in the 4th turnover by the Redskins this afternoon. 2nd down and 1 at the 49-yard line of Philadelphia. Oliphant gets hit, and Mike Pitts gets him for a loss. Back in Redskin
receiver this year. First down for the Cardinals. And they slip it inside once again as Earl Farrell may have fumbled the ball. Now the Eagles say they have it, and Haggerty says they have it. It was Reggie White who got it. And again, the multi-motion as Awalt goes to the left side. Now Stump Mitchell fumbles again. Eagles have it. That's a nice gain of 7 at 2nd down and 3. There is Reggie White. Reverse to Roy Green. In trouble. And loses yardage back to the 36. And Lomax can light it up. Not when he's sacked, though.
Oh, they're going to call that a sack by Golick.
Mike Golick, who had replaced Jerome Brown. That's an alternation that will be made throughout the day. Split behind Neil Lomax on 2nd and 8. Pump once, sacked, and down at the 21. Reggie White came around Ray Brown. That's where Tootie Robbins had been lined up, but he's in the locker room getting so far. And he has spread it around. Here's Lomax on the cross to the left. Mitchell tries to get outside and can't. And it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and 6. Lomax intercepted. Terry Hogue. That's his 8th interception of the year. And that ties him for the NFC lead. 10 at the 19. Toss left. Stump Mitchell. As the Cardinals have almost inexplicably started going to the ground game now.
Cardinals are trying to go.
Delayed blitz. Lomax sacked and dropped at the 29. That's the 4th time today that Lomax has been sacked. It's Jerome Brown who gets it. Timeouts. 4th and 3 from the 13. Man rush. Lomax dropped, incomplete, no flag.
Strong left. They look that way now on play action. Pelor's pass intercepted. Wes Hopkins returns it to the 46-yard line. And for Hopkins, that's his 4th interception of the year. Then the Los Angeles Lakers against the Utah Jazz. All on CBS. 1st and 15, and Pelor in the grasp of Reggie White. He'll get credit for the sack.
There was a link that time, and a big link, Reggie White.
It'll be 1st down just outside the 30. Again, it's Walker, and this time he's hit almost immediately by Dwayne Giles, 4-year veteran out of Texas Tech. Be back. 2nd down and 12 for the Cowboys. Pelor with inside pressure puts it up for grabs, intercepted. Andre Waters with the interception. Bell to the 30, to the 20, and knocked out of bounds on the 17-yard line by Pelor. I thought the whistle had blown. Nation for Pelor. White's loose. the sack. That's his second sack of the day.
Reacted to this football team this year, but that's typical. They're so emotionally involved with their respective teams around the country that they just want you to win.
4th and 1 for Pelor. This ball almost intercepted. William Frizzell had the ball hit him in the chest plate. Incomplete. And now, I guess the only suspense remaining is if the Eagles run the clock out or will they try to score.
Back from Ohio State, who has fought long and hard and has really gained his confidence this year. Play fake. Tomczak pumps. Off his back foot, intercepted. Picked off, and we go the other direction. It's Seth Joyner. His 5th interception of the season.
Well, you can credit that interception to Mike Pitts.
But 64 of their 119 yards came on one play. Hot receiver. Capozzo. Fumble. Recovered by the Eagles. No, a scramble for it now. And did Philadelphia get it? Yes. Wes Hopkins. And that is the second Chicago turnover of the first half. Tomczak intercepted. Picked off by Todd Bell. And very little time remains. We can't tell you exactly yet, but how appropriate that Todd Bell makes the interception.
I said, I assume none. He said, I made my point without mentioning McMahon, but it's been documented here in Chicago.
Second down, draw play. Anderson is caught and dropped. Jerome Brown, number 99, makes the tackle. And that will bring up a third down.
Side, their best side, yet everyone still attacks them.
3rd and 5 from the 16. Gentry starts in motion. 4-man rush. Here comes Reggie White. Reggie White over Hilgenberg, and he gets the sack as Joel Hilgenberg could not contain him. Bears are in for the 5th year in a row, and they'll win this one. And the Chicago Bears are going to defeat the Philadelphia Eagles 20-12. And Buddy Ryan comes back home to lose for the second time. Mike Ditka's team has won at home in the playoffs for the first time since 1985.